Aloha kako, and welcome to the final part of our three-part huaka'i series. My name is Haylin Chock. I'm the KISC Outreach Coordinator, and today we're at Kahili Beach in Kilauea. Alright, so we're here at Kilauea Stream. I'm here with Aaron Swing from Division of Aquatic Resources, and today we're going to be talking about salvinia. Alright, Aaron, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, and I'm excited to shoot this video and help get the word out about this aquatic invasive species.
Excellent. And so I know we're talking about salvinia today. Can you tell me a little bit more about this species?
Yeah, so salvinia, here's a little piece right here. And if you look at that, you probably think, oh, it's just like a little water plant of some kind, but it's actually a fern. And it doesn't really look like a fern, but it is a type of an aquatic fern, and it's native to Brazil. And it was brought to Hawaii for the ornamental value. So it floats in these nice mats in people's like koi ponds and things like that. And it escaped from those koi ponds, either during a flood or it stuck to someone's shoe. You know, it can reproduce from a very small fragment. And then since then it's spread to, we found it in about 4 different streams here on Kauai so far. On Oahu, it got so bad on Lake Wilson that it completely covered the entire surface of the lake. So we're hoping to avoid that here.
Excellent. So we're just going to jump in the kayak and head upstream now. Alright, so is this what we're seeing here? Salvinia?
Yeah, this is it. So as you can see, it's pretty much everywhere, all along here. Way up and down the bank. It's this kind of, got this reddish, you know, margin to the leaves. And this is it. This is the salvinia. You can see how it really grows in these thick mats. Look at those little, see the little larval fish there hanging out underneath. So, you know, it probably does provide some shelter for you know, larval fish and things like that. That's beneficial. Probably other different kinds of stream invertebrates, like dragonfly nymphs and things like that. But as you can see, it's very dark. Like the water's a little bit cloudy, but you can see how it's just totally dark underneath here. And that's one of the main ways that Hawaiian streams are impacted by invasive species, not just in the water, but in the landscape. If you look at pictures of old Hawaii, there weren't trees everywhere. It was a lot of grasslands. And the grass wasn't this really tall, thick, spreading grass. It was like shorter clump grass. And so these invasive species, what they've done, like this, you know, this Molases Grass and the how bush, what they've done is they've kind of channelized the streams more, and they've created a lot more shade, especially in the narrower streams where, as you know, I mean, the how grows all the way across from both sides. A lot of times when the stream gets narrower. And that changes it because there's no light. So it becomes, instead of an algae-dominated stream at the base of the food chain, it's got bacteria that can survive without light. And then that changes the whole ecosystem, the whole chemistry of the streams, the their ability to process nutrients and kind of clean the landscape, as well as like it's different food for, you know, our native fish like the oopu, which are scrapers, right? They like scrape the algae off the rocks and things like that. So so Salvinia, as you can see, it's kind of more up on the shore here because we've had a lot of big rains and it flushes it out some, but it can't really totally eradicate it. I mean, even after the big flood of 2018, we're not going to get a bigger flood than that anytime soon, and it's still here. So that just kind of goes to show that, you know, flooding alone is not going to keep our streams free of this. So as the summer goes on and the flows go down, this is going to creep, you know, more and more in and become thicker and thicker. So, you know, it grows really, really fast. Again, these really thick mats like this, it's kind of all entangling. And it's got some neat features. It's got these little fingers on the leaf that's kind of like how the taro leaves can resist water. So these kind of do the same thing when you push them underwater. See how they get silvery, like a kalo leaf. It's the same kind of thing. It basically keeps them dry, keeps them from sinking down into the, you know, keeps them floating.
All right, we're back here on the bank. So mahalo, Aaron, for taking me out there.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, I'm great to see, I mean, Salvinia in the habitat, to see where it is and to know what to look for. Do you have any advice about how to not spread invasive species like Salvinia?
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, once it's a lot easier to protect something if you keep it from getting there than try and deal with it after it's already established. So one thing is if you have a koi pond, or, you know, you have some little water feature at your house, you know, maybe consider getting rid of the Salvinia in it or other floating plants that could come loose, you know, during like a big rainstorm, or even birds can transport them. Like, so a bird lands in and gets it kind of stuck to its feathers and then flies somewhere else. So you know, that's one thing, is to check and make sure that you don't have Salvinia in your koi pond. And then another way that it spreads is through gear. So it can reproduce from even just a tiny fragment. So like if you got your felt sole tabis and maybe you stepped in some and it's got a little piece stuck to it, you know, that could regrow if it goes somewhere else, or, you know, in the water inside your kayak, you know. So what I'm gonna do is, as soon as I get back, I'm gonna drain and dry this really good. And I'm gonna rinse my shoes off and everything and make sure that it's all like clean, because yeah, we were definitely just like all kayaking through it and stuff, and so we probably have some little small pieces kind of hidden stuck on there somewhere.
Excellent. And if anyone sees Salvinia or a questionable aquatic species, who do they call?
Yeah, so you can call KISC, or you can call the Division of Aquatic Resources. So you can call us, you can send us an email, and what we will do is we'll go check it out. We'll see, you know, we'll kind of give a threat assessment, and then we'll do our best to either prevent it from spreading or work to eradicate it. And we really need the community's involvement. You know, we can't be monitoring everything all the time. So once COVID kind of is maybe a little more under control, we're really hoping to get the community out and involved here in Kilauea, to come out and actually remove, kind of have some community cleanup efforts to try and keep the populations down. And so keep a ear out for that. And yeah.
Again, mahalo for having me.
Yeah, mahalo for letting me be here.
Yes, and also mahalo to our viewers for staying along with us with our huaka'i through the watershed. We are closing out Hawaii Invasive Species Month here on Kauai, and everyone take care. Mahalo for joining us.
We hope.